lot of information right there.
Yeah, card?
Hi, yeah, this is my card. My name is Gopal. Actually, I'm a lawyer. I just do this on the side.
Okay.
So, I hope you caught your breath and I'm sorry to disturb you like this after.
No, I'm good, man.
Yeah. How, firstly, I mean, you interacted with these kids and I heard all the crosstalk as well. But do you think they are on par with, say, equivalent 10, 12-year-olds back in the US? Are they at the same level or are they sort of one notch, two notches below?
I think they're right in the same ballpark. You know, they seem to pick up skills and stuff very quickly. You know, there wasn't a whole lot of demonstration for them today, and they were picking it up pretty quickly. So that's impressive. You know, kids in the States get the benefit of seeing 20 games a week, so you can tell that they've seen more basketball probably. But I think as far as skill level goes and being able to pick things up, they're right on par.
So do you think now, I mean, a lot of kids today, in fact, we get to see the NBA and the internet and the boom that is happening, we sort of know in real time that, you know, this is happening and we get to see it as well. Do you think does that show in terms of their knowledge of the game? Do you think they have picked it up on the net, or you know, the coach might be able to help me out in this?
Yeah, I mean, I think the internet today for any kid in any country, I think, is a great tool. Especially, you know, even me, I can look at. We got breakdown videos of Kobe showing you how he shoots pull-up jump shots, so you can learn a lot of stuff. But I think they've been taught skills, you know, from their coaches at different levels, and from these, you know, these junior WNBA and junior NBA programs. You can see that, you know, they understand the fundamentals and they're being taught fundamentally, which is important.
Okay, I hate to sort of bring this up, but all NBA fans, including me, we sort of remember you for that one incident with
Kobe. Yeah.
The clothesline.
Sure.
But I wanted to ask you about defense, because a lot of about the things that happen in the game is also sort of extension of defense, about being aggressive.
Yeah.
So how do you know when to sort of draw the line between being aggressive and getting technical?
Yeah, that's a hard line to draw. It is, because most coaches with me, they give me a little bit of freedom to get some technical fouls because my job is very emotional. You know, I have to be able to go out there and you know, literally fight with the guy all night long physically, and so there are going to be points where that boils over. But as you get older, and I was telling these guys last night, I've gotten a lot better with understanding what that line is and trying not to cross it. But you know, anybody whose job it is to go out there and be emotional all night, there are going to be times where that can cross the line.
Yeah. And from what I've read about you as well, it's never been easy for you. Like, even when you were in university, you were in, I think, Boston for a year, and then again there were some problems, and then you had to sort of switch colleges and you went undrafted.
Yep.
So how did you deal with that? I mean, is that something? Because you did well.
Yeah.
I think you tried to won some conference title as well.
Yeah. You know, I just roll with the punches. You never get too down, or you try not to, you know, and you always realize that, you know, if you can continue to play and continue to get opportunities, that the next one might work out for you. So you keep, you know, you just keep on going.
Was it tough for your family as well? I mean, did you not pick?
No, I think, I don't know, you probably asked them, but I don't think anyone really thought that I was going to play in the NBA, so I don't know that anybody was super disappointed. You know, we just, you know, we were just happy that I got to go play with the Atlanta Hawks at training camp, and, you know, I was happy that I got to play with the Spurs, and so every step along the way was good for me.
And the first team you joined, I think it was the 76ers?
Yep.
And then you've also played later on with the Suns.
Yep.
So, and both these teams had two great point guards.
Sorry. Yeah.
Very different, but again, in their own right, they were like Allen Iverson and of course Steve Nash.
Yeah.
So you've seen them in the locker room. Because point guards, especially for India, where most of us tend to, we think we are short or we are sort of short and height. So how are they in the locker room, Allen Iverson, Steve Nash? What is the difference? How do they approach a pre-game?
Yeah. I think they were both kind of quiet, like in the locker room at least. You know, neither one of them was in your face or, you know, telling you that they had to do it one way, but you knew when you got on the court with both of them that they were going to be there to fight the whole way. Whether you were up 20 or down 20 or you know, winning or losing, they were fighting you. So that's how they led by example. And I not necessarily by speech.
And we always so keen on defense because I mean the highlight reel is always going to be the dunk
Yeah.
or the clutch play or maybe a block.
Yeah.
But why defense? I mean, is there something about your mindset that you want to play defense, or is it you see Kobe Bryant, you see
I saw
Nowitzki, and you like, I want to shut them down?
I saw a job. That was, there's a lot of people that score in the NBA, and when I got there, it wasn't my job to score, so I had to be smart enough to figure out what role would let me, keep a job, and it was defense. So once I realized that that was a role that everybody needed filled, and that became kind of my calling card.
And again, who would you say is your? Did you have any role model when it came to defense? Did you say that Bill Russell or
No.
no role
No,
model?
I didn't pattern it after anybody. You know what? I always